Hello everyone and welcome back to Subnautica. I am William Strife, and if this is the first episode you're tuning into, because I know that not everyone's going to be watching this in order, I'm William Strife, I'm playing Subnautica, and I'm not so much playing it as I am kind of trying to show you how to, get through the tech and whatnot, and, just get your way through the game, as it were. But for those of you who are following me sequentially, which I assume there are plenty of you, last time around I went out and I got the last of the components to be able to build the Cyclops submarine. We're probably not going to get to that this episode. Instead, I think it's time for us to actually engage in a little bit of the story, which involves me actually going out to the energy pulse origin there. It's been quite a while since I got that this particular signal from the Aurora. If you don't know, what happened was, ages ago, I actually got inside of the Aurora, and once I was inside of the crashed ship, I downloaded data logs, which included an origin scan on the energy pulse that shot the ship out of the sky. So, before we do that, I want to go ahead and listen to the communications relay, which I've basically been ignoring for 3-4 episodes now.
Sunbeam, broadcasting to all survivors of the Aurora. We've covered more than half the distance, so hold on in there. We're scanning the planet for dry land as we speak. You couldn't have picked a less convenient parking spot. But we'll be in touch as soon as we have a landing site for you. Sunbeam out.
Alright, so that's another communication. Chances are the minute that I leave the base, I will get another communication. That tends to be the case. Anything? Anything? No? It appears no? Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of a critical thing here, which is the fact that I have a propulsion cannon that I built ages ago, but I never upgraded it. So, I think I've got a spare computer chip in one of these lockers here. Yeah, sure enough, I do. Okay, so we'll take a computer chip and we're gonna come over to the mod station. Now, do not quote me on this, but I think that you get the repulsion cannon whenever, you don't have to unlock this blueprint. Well, there you go, another message. I don't think that you have to unlock the repulsion cannon upgrade, but there are two upgrades. There's, the basic propulsion, then the repulsion, and then there's a third level of it that I don't remember. I think the third one you have to unlock the blueprints, but just takes a computer chip with the basic propulsion cannon to make the repulsion cannon. Basically turns it into more of a gravity gun from Half-Life 2, but let's go ahead and listen to the new message. This is an automated distress signal from Aurora Life Pod 13. Coordinates attached. Please send immediate emergency relief team. Alright, now that's all good and well, but the Life Pod 13, I already found that place incidentally, not as an important thing. So, do we have any more water here? No, we do not. I'm kind of farting around the base here. I should really get to work. So, the big thing is that I just want the frickin' communications relay to come through here. You know what I think I'll do? I'm gonna go out and look for some copper because I need to create more of the power cells. So we'll come back as soon as the final communication comes through on the relay.
Aurora, it's Sunbeam. We've made orbit, and scans have found a landing site on the planet that's only rated hazardous. It's our best shot. We've sent you the coordinates. We'll be there in 2 days' time. Cross your fingers, the weather holds. Don't leave us waiting. Sunbeam out.
Alright, so, now that the Sunbeam have said this, unfortunately, I don't know, it's one of those strange situations where you can see things going badly for the poor crew of the Sunbeam, because, I mean, the Aurora was shot down, and it was a huge frickin' ship. Very advanced, too, if you actually read through some of the logs that you can pick up out of the wreckage. So, it's really just... It's like a train wreck that you can't stop. You can't send a message to the Sunbeam either. But before going to where the Sunbeam is going to land, which is literally the energy pulse origin, it is both, they're both in the same spot, basically. Sunbeam's just a tiny bit closer where it's supposed to land. But before we head out there, there are two particular things that I need access to. One is back on the floating islands. I'll go ahead and hop out here. Oh, something else that I also took care of just go ahead and hop out of the Seamoth for a moment here. I pop open the mods panel. I replaced the power efficiency module with a Seamoth solar charger, and this basically makes it so I never have to recharge the Seamoth again. As you know, I think it's pretty much above 100 meters. I'm always going to be generating power from the sun as long as I'm not driving it at night. And even then, whenever I am driving it at night, it's very efficient. So, anyway, that's something that I did to upgrade the Seamoth. Now, what I need to do is I need to head out to the floating island, which, go ahead and hop out of the Seamoth again. That's the Aurora over there. Again, they've fixed this issue, which is something that I addressed originally back in an earlier episode. It seems to have been modified or patched out or something. Originally, you would be able to see some sort of a distortion on the horizon if you just went up to the top and swam in any given direction. Like, there's mountain islands, there's the floating islands. Anywhere there was an island, there was a distortion on the horizon. That seems to be gone at this point, so you can't use that as a way to figure out where you are. But it's pretty much directly backward from the direction of the thrusters of the Aurora, so it's somewhere in that direction. I'll give you coordinates once I reach there. The floating islands aren't too difficult to find. Alright, we're back out here at the floating island, as you can see, you know, if I come underneath. Actually, whenever I came to the floating island initially, I didn't have the Seamoth, and I was just stuck using a, what was it? The Sea Glide, I believe. Man, look at all the rocks falling off this place. Look at those things. Jeez. There is a bit... I think that there's a place that I can surface from underneath the island, but I'm not going to bother doing that. There's these unique glowing sacks that float the island as well. Kind of interesting. Anyways. If I hit F1, I can bring up the camera world, the debug feed, and it's camera world position that you're looking at. It's the first and the last numbers again. It's roughly negative 750, negative 900 that you're looking at. I'm right in front of the landing beach. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pull up a little bit closer here, and then get out of the Seamoth. There we go. And here we are. We are on the floating island again, pretty much directly back from the thrusters of the Aurora. Not difficult to find at all. And there's also more than one base on this island, so I don't think that this is the beach that I'm used to landing on. Yeah, I think, yeah, this is the beach that I want to get out on. Okay, little tiny mistake there. We'll go ahead and pop out. Ooh, ow. Ooh, speaking of which, I should probably patch this baby up just a tiny bit. And for those of you who are, you know, this is the first episode that you're watching, this is a great place to get some edible food so you don't have to go after fish all the time. You can get this lantern fruit. It's not half bad. Not particularly my style because of how big it is and how little it fills you up. But, you know, it does the job if nothing else. Also gives you a pretty good amount of hydration. There's also this exterior grow bed, as well as marble melons and Chinese potatoes, the potatoes being what I consume most of the time. And they've also added this crate over here, which has a stasis rifle fragment. I'll be able to construct this now, because I've finished off the work. Oh, look at that. It looks like we've got an eclipse. So the big thing that's changed... Oh, and this is also a place where you can get this large room, which you do not start out with a blueprint to open this large room in the game. Oh, man. Got another one of these useless little screwballs. There, killed it. Criminy. Okay, so, the reason why we're here is because of this. This was added in the updates since I last visited this location. It is a purple artifact. I'm gonna go ahead and scan it first. There we go. Data download, alien artifact. Algae growth on the exterior of this device indicates it has lain here for hundreds of years undisturbed. Despite its age, its power source appears to be functional. It may prove to be compatible with other nearby technologies. Okay, so there's that. We can go ahead and pick this up. We inspect it a little bit. Unique. And then we can pick up this PDA. This PDA was not initially here. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, for God's sake. Ugh! the rocks. Criminy. Okay, there we go. Grab the PDA. I don't know whose PDA that was or what it says on it. And while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and... Criminy. God, the clipping on this game is not agreeing with me. I'm going to go ahead and go through some of the crates here because it looks like they've respawned. Quit my knife. Oh, for God's sake. Got a free battery. Not bad. And we've got another PDA, which... Paul Togel's log, number 1. So, you know, part of the story is that you are not the first people to have crashed here. There was another, ship that ended up getting shot down here, and, you know, these are remains of their base and everything. There's also a base up on the mountain there, and there's a base, I believe, up on that mountain tip over there. I'm not going to look at those because I've already been up there. I've unlocked the, I've pretty much unlocked everything that there is to find on this island. So, what I came for was the slate, the tablet, as it were, the artifact. And with that, all I gotta do is head out to the Energy Pulse Origin, or the Sunbeam landing site, and, you know, just wait for the Sunbeam to pick me up. Alright, so here I am, out at the mountain island. While I am here, I should be on the lookout for diamonds and whatnot, but I also need to be looking out for warpers, which are those large purple nasties. So, here I am, mountain island, like I've already said. I'm gonna go ahead and park the Seamoth right on the coast here. Getting a little bit of stutter there. And, this is what has changed about this island. Okay? So this is going to be the Sunbeam landing site over here, but over here, we've got the Energy Pulse Origin. That doesn't look like a gun at all, does it? So, let's go ahead and pull out the scanner and take a look at things. This is what's interesting. If we come over here... Oh, check that out. Purple alien artifact fragment. Go ahead and scan this baby up. Picked up titanium. Okay. We can't get through this. It's like a wall. But we can scan this. It's pretty obvious what this is for, too. Data download artifact terminal. Oop, get some distortion there. This device appears to be alien in origin, and it is connected up to a nearby force field. The technology is far beyond anything encountered before by the Federation. Nonetheless, it appears to function like a normal lock. It only needs the correct kind of key. So, naturally, I could just insert that tablet that I've got on me, but I'm gonna need more than one. So I'm gonna show you where to get tablet number 2. And keeping in mind, there's more than one tablet in this game. That is to say, there's more than one colored tablet in this game. So, that's something to be mindful of. But let's go ahead and hop around the corner. We need to go inside of the caves over here. Okay, so I'm hoping that I'm not going to get turned around on you guys here, but from the entrance, which is right over here, you want to hop down into the water. Okay. And swim down. And it's going to be on your left here. Through these little caves and tunnels. I really should have brought a flashlight, but... You are looking for a hole, which is right here. You want to swim a little bit further up, and this is what you're looking for. This is the extra artifact that you need to grab before you can actually make it through the dangerous area. And then resurface and hope to God that you are better at navigating than I am, because I get lost very easily. And constantly look up because... And also, just bring a flashlight. Be more responsible than I, because I get so lost so easily. And there's plenty of lithium deposits. Anyway, let's head back to the entrance of the Pulse Origin. Put that baby down. Deactivated the field. Takes its time to deactivate, though. Scans indicate this structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity. No match is found in the database performing structural analysis. So, obviously very, very alien, this whole place. Analysis of the patterns on the walls cannot ascertain whether their purpose is aesthetic or functional. Further data required. Let's go ahead and download information from this data terminal. Unknown alien language.
Attempting translation.
There we go. Can't scan the data terminal. But we do have a new log entry. Partial translation available. Message reads, this terminal was discovered within the alien facility that shot down the Aurora on planet 4546b. On approach, it began to resonate, producing a low-frequency radio wave containing complex but recognizable data patterns. Matches no known technologies constructed from the same off-world material as the facility itself, seems to be solid-state computer of some kind, no recognizable user interface. It is likely the alien species were which designed this technology evolved or genetically selected sensory apparatus to hear and understand the information being broadcast by the device, and to communicate back. The mental processing power required to perform this kind of telepathy would imply the designers are considerably more physiologically developed than the common human. Using the evidence gathered from this device, it may be possible to extract comprehensible data from other such devices, should they exist. We've got another one.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
This data set appears to be multi-dimensional schematic of some kind. By mapping the pattern to three-dimensional space, it is possible to gather basic understanding of the super weapon's internal workings, which may help identify a way to disable it. Construction material. The facility's unknown construction material is identified as an ultra-hard, non-reactive metal amalgam, synthesized from off-world materials. There is no indication that it can be damaged or destroyed by known means. Power. The schematic indicates the weapon may be powered by a separate, self-sustaining power plant, located elsewhere on the planet. The location is not listed, but there is evidence that the designers intended to harness the planet's natural thermal energy. Layout. The facility consists of the upper engineering section, where this schematic was found, and the control room, which is accessed via a security-sealed elevator shaft, or a separate underwater moon pool. Control. The control room in the lower section houses the only known way to interface with the weapon. However, the schematic does not detail the operation procedure or installed security measures. Grab this baby. All right. It's just a little bit further, and we've got not too much time before the Sunbeam touches down. Let's disable this next force field up here. And let's see what's beyond the gate. Scans indicate the weapons control room lies beyond this doorway. Will do. Okay, so that's all the purple tablets that that naturally spawn in the world. One on the floating island, one down below this mountain island, and then one inside of the facility. So, let's scan the energy core, first and foremost. Data download, energy core. Massive energy readings from this structure indicated is the main reactor powering the alien weapons laser system. If this system can be powered down, it may be possible to escape the planet's atmosphere. Seeing as how I need an escape rocket to get off this planet, might be a good idea.
The control panel is broadcasting a message. Translation reads, warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon. This planet is under quarantine. Scans of available alien data indicate the presence of a second facility elsewhere on the planet. Evidence suggests it is located 800 meters below sea level, approximately 1 kilometer southwest of this installation. Information recorded to data bank.
Alright, so that means that there's a way to disable the weapon, but we have to go elsewhere to do so. Now, to look at the other thing that's inside of this Precursor base. That's what this is known as, the Precursor base. An ion crystal. There's several of these inside of the facility. I haven't picked any of them up until now, though. So we'll scan it. Data download. Disease Research Facility.
New PDA data.
Disease Research Facility. This device contains functional information regarding a second alien facility on the planet. Disease Research Facility. Personnel 7. Function Life Specimen Study. Objective Synthesis of Antidote for Highly Infectious Bacterium. Designated CARAR. Method: infection of live specimens with bacteria, observation of immune system response, surviving specimens sent to primary research facility for further analysis. Precautions: remote research site to reduce risk of contagion, off-site thermal power generator, ground-to-air weapon system in case of security breach. So it would appear that the contagion that was brought to this planet is from another planet. And this was the special quarantine location where they were performing research. In the event of outbreak, quarantine procedures will be automatically enforced with immediate effect. The ground-to-air weapon will target all incoming and outgoing craft to prevent the spread of infection off-world. The facility was built at a depth of 700 meters, approximately 1 kilometer southwest of the superweapon. Data downloaded. Alien structure. This structure is currently powered down and its intended purpose is unclear. Possible theories: ceremonial or religious role, industrial applications, advanced teleportation network. It may be prudent to search the area for further examples of alien architecture and technology. So it looks like a gate. I'm betting that it's a gate. And now we get the last ion crystal inside of the base. To the extent of my knowledge, there are only 3 of them. Grab this last one, and we'll go ahead and check the actual log entry in better lighting here. There we go. Ion crystals. These alien cubes each store the equivalent energy of a small nuclear detonation. The alien technology is able to keep the stored atoms in a permanently stable state. However, under the right conditions, the reaction could be recatalyzed and the energy released in a controlled manner. They were likely used as batteries, storing power generated at the main reactor and then transported wherever they were needed. Assessment: possible source of escape velocity energy. Alright, so that's the last of the information that I can really truly garner from the Precursor base here, which adds a layer of intrigue to the entirety of the game. Now, we just have to wait for the Sunbeam to touch down. It would appear that the machine still works. I certainly didn't succeed in shutting it down.
Attention. Patching in a local broadcast from the Sunbeam.
I don't believe it. There's someone down there. Aurora, survivor. We have your PDA signature. I don't know how you walked away from that wreck, let alone survived since then. But we'll be happy to bring you on board and hightail back to Federation space. Stand back. We're approaching the landing site now. Breaking atmosphere in 5, 4, 3... What is that? No, the red spike. From the planet.
The one and only rescue mission completely obliterated. The Sunbeam being so much smaller, there will be no salvageable wreckage. I feel sorry for them. Now we know why leaving the planet is going to be difficult. This has been another episode of Subnautica with me, William Strife, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed. Next time, we'll be looking into researching what it's going to take to shut the gun down. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked, favorite, subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Until then, though, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.